Hi there everyone, this is Jason Rogers again, and in this video I'm going to show you some of the things I do when I'm brainstorming for an animation project. I usually like to do this process before I begin to write the actual script, so hopefully in this video I'll give you some ideas that you can use or adapt when you have a brainstorming session. Okay, as you can see, I'm seated here at my desk, and it's good to have a workstation where you are comfortable and you can get into a creative state of mind, so that's important. Okay, so at this stage of the process I have my concept for the animation that I want to work on over the coming weeks, and now it's just a case of a little more creative thinking. And what I like to do first is kind of take notes like a mind map sort of thing. As you can see, I've got loose paper here on which I've taken my notes. I actually recommend you do your note taking in your ideas journal, like a exercise book or something like that, so you don't lose all your good ideas. As far as note taking and creative thinking in general, there's no right or wrong way to do it, in my opinion. Everyone works differently and you should work with what works best for you. I tend to work in a kind of mind mapping sort of way, so I'll just walk you through the steps that I take when I'm doing this kind of thing. Okay, so I don't give away my storyline for the animation I'm working on. I'm going to use the story of Little Bo Peep to explain my principles here of note taking or mind mapping. Actually, I'm not really sure whether I am mind mapping, but oh well, who cares? You guys can check it up on Google, but this is just the way I work. Okay, so we got Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. So that's the scenario. What's going to happen next? She's going to leave them alone. She's going to leave them alone. Right? And then they're going to come home. So here I've got my beginning, middle and end. Okay, these are the events that are happening in my story. Again, this is just the kind of way that I work. You don't have to work like this. It's up to you how you map out your ideas, but I'm just showing you this for illustration points. Okay, now I like to think of some reactions that can happen. So, Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. What could be a reaction that she could have? She's upset and angry. In fact, she's so angry she's going to just leave the sheep alone. Now, what reaction will the sheep have to that? Maybe they can feel abandoned, or maybe they feel lost or forgotten, or maybe they actually wanted to escape. As you can see, I'm just writing down all the ideas that I'm having. They wanted to escape. So here we've got an escape story coming along. Okay, now these the sheep may get lost in the woods. And maybe then a wolf could find them, which scares them, and they come home. Okay, this has been a simple example, and you can see I'm just writing down anything, and that's the idea, I reckon, with brainstorming. You just write down whatever ideas come to your mind, and you'll find that you'll come up with a whole bunch of good stuff and maybe some rubbish. Nothing's really rubbish anyway, but it just gives you a lot of options to think about before you actually start writing your script. So even though this has been a very simple example, and maybe not a very good one, but still it gives you the idea that you can connect your ideas up and connect them back to other ideas and points in your story. So I hope that gives you some direction for your brainstorming sessions when you come to writing out your storylines and notes. The second part of the brainstorming process I like to do is coming up with rough character designs. Now at this stage we're not looking for completed character designs. You're just going to doodle and sketch and work really rough to sort of come up with a lot of different options and push those designs into other areas that you might not have thought about before. Up the top here you can see up here I've got some reference material that I downloaded off the that I got off the internet, pictures of the animals that I'll be featuring in my animation. I'll actually go into more detail about character designing in a later video, but at this stage I'm just working rough and coming up with a few preliminary character design ideas. Okay, here you can see a model sheet from my animation Flowers Have Feelings Too, and I just wanted to show you the roughing stage that I went through when I was just coming up with ideas for the story and for the characters. And here, as you can see, I've scanned in some of the pages from my sketchbook. You can see I've got lots of little different designs and ideas, and this is all through the rough brainstorming process, so I thought it might be interesting for you guys to see some of the rough work. Some basic thumbnail sketches as well are good for when you're planning out your staging and storyboards. Okay guys, I'll wrap up my video there. I hope it was of some use to you. Thanks for watching.